Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a twist on a video. Now, I know in the past I have talked a lot about decluttering and really curating your clothes, really curating your handbag collection, and living with things that really just bring you joy and that you get a lot of functionality out of. And I'm still on that train, very much so, and I will never change. But today, what I wanted to highlight to you were the 5 fashion pieces that I think you should never declutter. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who say if you haven't worn something in a year, then you need to get rid of it. And I am so not on that train. I think that there are so many reasons that you should keep things, even if you haven't worn it in a year. And I'm going to explain to you why through these different categories. So let's go through them. Now, the first category I want to talk to you about is jeans. And I put jeans in this category because jeans are such a personal thing. It is so important to find the perfect pair of jeans that suit your body type. And jeans are such a fast moving trend that changes every year. One year it's the low rise, one year it's the high rise, one year it's the boyfriend and the girlfriend jeans. Another year it's the flare, it's the baggy, it's the boot cut, it's the wide leg, it's the barrel leg. There are just so many different jean trends and they move so fast. Jeans are so personal to your personal body type. And trust me, I have tried so hard to get on the wide leg jean program that is going on right now, and I just can't do it because I'm a petite person. I'm 5'2", and the wide leg jeans just swallow me up. It gives me absolutely no shape, does not flatter me, and clothes should flatter you, and especially jeans. So if you have a great pair of jeans that just don't happen to fall into the current trend of what's cool and what everyone is wearing, don't worry about it. Wear the jeans that fit you perfectly. If your butt looks really good in them, keep them, wear them forever. My favorite jean cut is the skinny jean. And for the last few years, everyone's been talking down on the skinny jean. And I don't care. You can shove it, okay? Like, I'm gonna wear skinny jeans. And I don't mean like jeggings. I mean just a nice pair of very flattering skinny jeans. The other silhouette that I really like is a slim straight cut. I find that to be really flattering on my figure. My favorite types of jeans are Spanx jeans. I've done videos on them before, and I will link it up here if you're interested. I will hold on to my jeans and I will wear them throughout the trends, and I will ignore the trends, and I don't care what anyone says. So if you love a certain type of jean, but it just doesn't fall into the category of what's in right now or what's on trend, don't give it a second thought. Don't throw them out because they're not in style. Don't throw them out because they're not in fashion. Especially don't throw it out if someone says that they are out and that makes you feel bad. Keep them, hold onto them for dear life, and never ever throw those out because jeans are so hard to find, and the right cut and the right fit is so hard because it's so personal. So never throw them out. Don't do it. The next category I wanted to talk to you about is shoes. Now, shoes is, again, another very personal thing, and you can tell a lot about someone's personality by looking at their shoes. I used to do that all the time. When I took the subway to work, I used to always just silently sit on the subway and look at people's shoes, and I'd be like, you're this kind of person. And I would just it's like a total personality test. And it's a real way of expressing yourself and obviously finding comfortable shoes that really fit your personal aesthetic and style can be really tricky to find. So if you have a pair of really comfortable shoes that really reflect your personal style, then never ever get rid of them. It is so hard to find comfortable shoes, and when you find them, you hold on to them, even if you haven't worn them in a while. And despite, again, what the trends say, if like a wedge shoe is no longer in, don't pay any attention to it. I still wear my wedge shoes in the spring and summer all the time, and I do not give it a second thought. I will wear kitten heels. I've been wearing kitten heels before kitten heels were a thing in the last several years. So I just don't pay attention to trends, and I don't really care what other people say. And I certainly don't care what people on the internet say. I think a lot of us kind of get swept away by what's in, what's out, oh, this is, and then like you kind of get self-conscious in a way, and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't wear those anymore. Your inner voice should be much louder than that. The third category is coats, jackets, and blazers. And I have to say, I am a real outerwear enthusiast, okay? I get really, really excited with any kind of jacket, outerwear, blazers, like all of it. Like a blazer can really be that third piece that brings the whole look together. A jacket or coat is something that everyone will see, and it should last you through seasons and seasons. Now, my favorite thing about outerwear is that it can do two things for you. One is that it can be a real time capsule. There are certain cuts of jackets and blazers and things like that that can be very much like a time capsule of a specific era in time. For instance, like a cropped blazer is not timeless and can be really be defined by like the 2010s or something like that, right? Or for instance, a collar shape or style or fabric or colorway could really be a time capsule into a certain era. Like the 70s, I love the 70s. 70s fashion is an era that really resonates with me and that I just love, and I try to in some ways incorporate in my style in some way, sometimes. That's what I'm saying in terms of time capsule, but it could also be super, super classic, timeless, ageless, and just will never date. And that's the beauty of outerwear. So I'm gonna share with you a couple of pieces that I've had in my closet for a really, really long time. And this is nothing special. This is like a zip-up jacket from the Gap. Okay, I've had this since I think 1999, definitely before 2000 I've had this, and I love this jacket. It's got a little bit of stretch to it, but it's a mostly cotton jacket. It's so simple and cool, but I can team this with a pair of flared jeans and it looks very 1970s retro or whatever, or I could wear this with a pair of shorts and it just looks very timeless and ageless, and it just goes with everything. So do I wear this every single year? Not at all. But this is something I hold on to because I know I will wear it, and I have worn it, and I wear it intermittently. So I might take a 5-year hiatus from this, but I will come back to it. It's never let me down, and it is very much worth keeping, and it's nothing special, nothing expensive, but it is classic and it's cut. I will never get rid of this. That's just the honest truth. Another jacket that I'll share with you is this leather jacket. Now, leather jackets can be a little bit tricky. They can be a real time capsule where a very specific, like my dad used to have very 70s leather jacket. There's just so many different styles. There's like the moto cut, there's more of like the oversized, there's the bomber, like there's just so many types of leather jackets, and they are like, it's like a hug from an old friend, right? The way that the leather wears is really important, and its comfort factor and just the cool factor too. So it doesn't have to be a leather jacket, but I'm sharing with you this one. I've had this since early 2000s. I got it from Bloomingdale's. It's from the brand Andrew Mark, and it has this fur collar, which is removable. So if you removed it, it just looks like a bomber jacket, but it's like a brown leather jacket. It is so comfortable, so cool. It's got this cool little lining of a butterfly on the inside. And is it like a silhouette that's necessarily in right now? No, but I'm gonna share with you how it looks on me, but you'll see what I mean when I say that it's just, I mean, this is an ageless, timeless leather jacket. And again, do I wear this every year? No, I don't, but I do intermittently for sure. There's different moods I'm in and there's different vibes that I'm after. I'm not getting rid of it because I haven't worn it in a long time. Also, outerwear can be very expensive, especially if they're like coats, and so it's not something that you really want to be trashing and throwing away or getting rid of on a regular basis just because it's not on trend or not in or whatever. So if you love the outerwear piece, then you should keep the outerwear piece because you will find a time to wear it again. And provided you're not a hoarder or anything like that, that's the audience I'm speaking to. If you're not a hoarder, there's no reason to get rid of a really beautiful piece just because you haven't worn it in a year. That's my take on it. The worst feeling is that you get rid of something and then you regret it and you can't find that piece because it was from circa 1985 and you're like, oh, I should have kept it. Now it's gone. The next category I'm gonna talk to you about are knits. Knits are they're getting worse. They're getting worse. Every season they're getting worse and worse. Knits are also, for the most part, pretty classic. They don't really follow like super crazy trends. Of course, there's always trends, even with knits, but they're not something that you can really go off the rails with in terms of just style. So if you have really good knits and you just haven't worn them in a long time and they're quality knits, then hold on to them, truly. This is a wool knit from J. Crew. I've had this early 2000s. It's like a navy blue V-neck cable knit, and I love the way this fits. It's a 3/4 sleeve. It's never going out of style, and it's still in amazing condition. And these are 2 cashmere knits from Megashoni. I don't know what happened to Megashoni, but I think they like closed down as a business. They are timeless crew necks. Whatever neckline suits you works and is great, but if you have knits that are fun in color and cut in the fit and you just haven't worn it in a long time, then don't worry about it. Like, knits are so easy to reincorporate into your daily life that I don't necessarily wear this every single year, but I do wear it maybe every other year or every 2 years. I guess what I'm saying is it's so hard to find a quality knit these days, and by the way, they're also getting even more expensive for less of the quality fibers or the natural fibers, and they're just including a lot more of the filler fibers. So you're paying more, but you're getting less in terms of warmth and actual natural fibers. Now, knits are tricky because you do have to take good care of them and you have to hand wash them, which I know is not everybody's cup of tea, but you don't have to wash them all the time. I don't wash these all the time. I wash my knits, the ones especially that I wear more frequently, I wash them at the end of the season so that they're fresh for the next season. So knits are very low maintenance in the sense that you don't have to launder them all the time. It also really helps if you have another layer underneath. That will also extend your wear time. And also, don't spray perfume directly onto your knits because after a while that smell kind of changes and it's not good. So I never spray perfume on my knits directly. I guess my point is that don't throw these away. If you've got really good quality knits that you actually love, hold on to them. They are not going out of style anytime, and I just really think it's worth keeping. And the last category I will tell you that you should never declutter are accessories. I will say accessories means handbags, of course. I'm a handbag girly, but also, you know, whether it be very special hair pieces and clips and things like that. It could also be, of course, jewelry. It could be scarves and those sorts of things. Because number one, they don't take up a ton of space. But number two, those are very personal pieces that really accentuate an outfit. They can also really change an outfit without doing a whole lot. For those reasons, I think it's really important that if you have some core accessories that are very much you, that you really love, whether it be the colorway, the textile, the type of materials that it's made of. And also, by the way, a lot of accessories are just hard to find. Like if there's a certain type of accessory that you just love because it really speaks to you personally, it's hard to find something like that just, you know, anywhere, anytime, right? So hold on to those pieces and really use them to your advantage to elevate an outfit. For me, I'm not like a humongous jewelry person, so I don't have tons of jewelry. I certainly don't have tons of fine jewelry, so most of my pieces are costume accessories. So you know I love scarves. I talk about them all the time. I have a couple of videos about them, which I will link. Aside from scarves and handbags, if we're talking about like jewelry, these are beaded bracelets that I got from Banana Republic like a long time ago. I would say it was probably 2002. And I remember I got them from the 34th Street location at Banana Republic, because I do remember when I got it. I just saw it at the register area and I was like, oh, these are really cute. And I'm not even a bracelet person, but when I wear bracelets, these are the only bracelets I wear. I love these. I'm very much like a boho beaded bracelet kind of person. I love beads. I also love pearls, and sometimes I like chunky stuff. So there are certain aesthetics that really can change the look of an outfit. I know there's definitely, and I think we're still still in it to an extent, where everyone's wearing like very delicate jewelry, and I'm not really a delicate jewelry person. I feel like it doesn't do anything for my outfit other than like maybe my cross. That's as delicate as I get. Like I tend to wear my cross necklaces. I have a few different cross necklaces. This is very much my signature necklace that I tend to wear. I have a few cross necklaces, and those are very meaningful to me. So aside from that being pretty delicate, I would say jewelry that really speaks to your personal style and what you feel comfortable and most yourself in is really important to keep. If people are like, oh, get rid of all your chunky jewelry, but you like chunky jewelry, then wear your chunky jewelry. And so this is why I'm such a non-trend follower. You know, finding your personal style is definitely trial and error, and it's definitely an experiment. Knowing what doesn't work for you is equally as important as knowing what works for you in terms of cut, style, color, texture, those sorts of things. So if you are comfortable in something and you love something, but you haven't worn it in a really long time, don't sweat it. It's okay. I'm giving you permission to not declutter those things. And I think that these are 5 categories that, generally speaking, I think if you're more thoughtful about how you declutter and you're not so ruthless and you're like, am I gonna wear this? Maybe not this year, but do I love it? Could I still envision myself wearing it in another season of my life, or if I'm in a different mood? And the answer is yes, then hold on to it. The worst thing is to regret getting rid of something that you actually really love. I hate that feeling, and I don't want that feeling for you. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and let me know what your thoughts are. Have you thrown something out and then you were like, oh, later down the line, you're like, I should not have gotten rid of it. I should not have decluttered that. I can't find it anymore now. Anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Share with me in the comments what you've decluttered that you've regretted, or what you've kept in your closet that you really are glad that you kept and that you continue to wear, maybe not year after year, maybe every 5 or 2 years or whatever, but that you still get a lot of joy out of. So if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up. That really helps my small channel out. And if you want to check out any of my other videos, you can do that here, and I will see you next time.